Well, hello there. Thank you for joining me. My name is Cheeb, and this is my channel, Cheeb Tunes. Hope you're enjoying it. See a few comments out there. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Tell your friends. I'm coming to you live from Montana. Just a bass player, musician. Play a lot of original stuff and jam out. Use a loop pedal and a bunch of weird effects, and just try to have a lot of fun with it. So, again, I appreciate you joining me. I'm going to find myself a new drum track here, and gosh, yeah, stick around. I'm not done yet. Just getting started, really. Hello there. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're enjoying the music. My name is Cheeb, and this is my channel, Cheeb Tunes. I'm a bass player, musician from Montana. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate your support. Play a lot of original music and experiment with a lot of different effects pedals. And I use a loop station using the RC600 loop station made by Boss. Really enjoy that. Seeing a lot of comments. Let's see if I can catch up with some of you. See, some people saying it sounds good. Somebody saying if I got any Choco. I don't know if I could emulate. I could just emulate something, but I'd have to bust out my fretless bass, of course. Well, somebody said psychedelic groove. Yeah, I do kind of get into some psychedelic tones there. I love a lot of reverbs and everything. Kind of using a combination here right now. I have a digital delay, the DD7 made by Boss, and I also have a pedal made by Afterneath. It's called the Earth. It's a Afterneath Earthquaker machine, which really gives it like that feeling of it's like in some kind of sci-fi cave. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna keep playing some music for you. Again, if you haven't hit the like button already, please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel. You can also find some of my original music on Spotify and Apple Music. Find me under Cheeb. Also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. If you feel so inclined, I would appreciate your support anywhere I can get it. So tell your friends about this weird bass player Cheeb from Montana. All right, getting a little funky. Hey, thank you again for joining me. I appreciate it. Hey, my name is Cheeb, and this is my channel, Cheeb Tunes. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Tell your friends. Leave me a comment. Let's see. Seeing Claypool Vibe. Someone has to play Primus. Well, I could probably butcher a couple Primus songs. Very inspired by Primus, by the way. I'm sure people are picking that up. I'm seeing in the comments. Somebody asked how I can slap. Well, I suppose I could do a little something. Of course. Been doing a little bit of that, but maybe you missed it. Better get rid of some of these effects, clean up my tone a little bit before I start just slapping it. Hey, I got more music for you. Hope you are enjoying the tunes. Let me get myself set up here. Again, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Tell your friends about this fun channel you have discovered called Cheeb Tunes, starring Cheeb. That's yours truly here. And maybe you like some funky music. Maybe you just like something new, something different. I certainly do, and that's kind of what I provide. And yeah, my style kind of goes all over the place. A lot of people are calling out that, yeah, very much the style of Les Claypool, a big inspiration of mine, as also as would be like Victor Wooten and Billy Sheehan are a few of my favorite shredding bass players out there. If you're not familiar with those people, you should check them out. Those are kind of my top three. That's Les Claypool and Victor Wooten and Billy Sheehan. You should check those three bass players out sometime when I'm done, of course. Don't go away, because I got some more bass playing, but later on when you're looking for some crazy bass players, those guys are pretty great. Let me get something funky going for you. Hey there, then again, thank you for joining me. My name is Cheeb, and this is my channel, Cheeb Tunes. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. I'm an original musician coming to you live from Montana, of all places. So I do hope you're enjoying the tunes. If you are enjoying the tunes, you can find some of my music for download on Spotify and Apple Music. You can find me under the name Cheeb, and also find me on Facebook and Instagram. Appreciate your support wherever I get it. Again, I do appreciate you joining me. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Let's get those likes up there. Yeah. Seen a lot of people saying Primus sucks. We all know. I don't know if anyone could notice that poster in the back. It's subtle, but it is a Primus poster. Hey there again. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate your support. My name is Cheeb, and this is my channel, Cheeb Tunes. And I'm coming to you live from Montana. Let me know what you think. Send a like. Send a emoji. Whatever. I'm seeing some positive comments. So thank you. Appreciate that. So, yeah, let's keep this going. Got some more rock and roll for you. Funky rock and roll and weird music. Yeah. Again, tell your friends. Hit the like button. Please subscribe. Yeah, woohoo. Hey, thank you again for joining me. Appreciate you all. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. My name is Cheeb, and this is my channel, Cheeb Tunes. Coming to you live from Montana. Now, I'm low on energy on my phone at the moment. So I'll have to wrap this up soon, but I'm going to keep going. And I am playing original music. I'm using an RC600 Boss loop station, which is helping me out with a lot of those drum tracks. And I'm using a wide range of pedals, experimenting with a lot of pedals, a lot by Boss, a lot by MXR. Got some distortion, some delay pedals, sometimes the synth pedals, distortion. Yeah, all the good stuff. I appreciate the positive feedback. Thank you very much. Again, if you haven't already, hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Help my music get out there, help me grow. You can also find my music on Spotify and Apple Music. If you're interested, you can download that. Find me under Cheeb. And also, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, appreciate your support there if I can. Anyhow, I'm going to play a couple more songs before my phone dies. Got some funky stuff for you. Yeah, I hope a lot of you enjoy funky music, because that's pretty much, I mean, I'm kind of a psychedelic rock, but I'd like to play some funky stuff. No, that onion. Yeah. Need to clean up my tone though real quick. Get something paused. Give myself a little bit of a cleaner tone there for this. Hit that like button, subscribe, tell your friends. Oh, yeah. Hey, again, thank you for joining me. That last song is called Wilson, and you can find that on Spotify and Apple Music under my artist name, Cheeb. You can find a few other songs of mine on there too. So I'm just checking my battery life, going down to 3%. Well, if you haven't already, hit the like button, please subscribe to the channel. Check out more of my stuff out there. And yeah, just a uniquely inspired musician. I listen to a lot of Primus, Victor Wooten, and I don't know. I grew up like in weird bands like the B-52s. Enjoy the B-52s, man. They're one of my favorite bands. One of the fun, weird bands. It's just like out there. Oh man, I have a whole bunch of weird music. Let's see here. Someone saying cool Fender. Hey, thank you. Picked this thing up at a pawn shop like 8 years ago, and I've done some customizing to it. Put the tortoise shell pick guard on there. These are EMG Pachyderm Gold pickups and the tortoise shell pick guard, and put the plate on there. I like the ashtray plate. A lot of people don't like the ashtray plate on their basses, but for me, it kind of gives my hand a little marker, and I just enjoy it. And like, if I want my notes to ring, I can rest my hand on top of the little ashtray thing, or if I want to mute it out, I just rest my palm right up on there. Get a bunch of different tones that way. And somebody asked if I prefer the 4 or the 5 string. I do prefer the 4 string over a 5 personally. I feel like if I'm going to get extra strings, I'd go with 6. I had a 6 string before, but it didn't fit me right, and I wasn't really enjoying it. So I'm gonna have to get a new 6 string at some point, so I can play some different stuff. I'm sure, there was some stuff I had on that 6 string. Wish I still had it, but it just didn't fit me right. It was kind of a narrow neck, and I want something like a wide neck. I don't know any Blink 182 off the top of my head. I'm sorry. And yes, this is a Fender Precision bass. US made Fender Precision. Oh yeah. Again, if you haven't already, please hit the like.